Welcome, my friends. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, Lauren, you can either sit right there and watch me sleep with Sari tonight, or pack your shit and get out forever. That actually came out of my husband Ryan's mouth to 32-year-old me, Lauren Harper, in our Dallas kitchen last year. I'm talking 8 years of marriage, the big house, the perfect Instagram life, gone in one sentence. What I did next left him broke, homeless, and crying in a studio apartment while I walked away with everything. Smash subscribe right now so you don't miss the revenge that's still blowing up the internet. And drop in the comments where you're watching from, because this one hits different when it's a Texas girl who finally snaps. If you spent any time on TikTok or Reddit in 2024, you've seen this story everywhere. 42 million views in 48 hours, top of AITA, trending on Twitter for 3 straight days. Because nothing makes women lose their minds like a loyal wife who finally stops being loyal and starts being legal. I'm talking about Lauren Harper, 32, Dallas, Texas. The girl who had the fairy tale wedding, the ring bigger than most mortgages, the husband every friend swore was one of the good ones. Turns out he was one of the worst ones, and he proved it the night he gave her 2 choices no wife should ever hear. You already know the line, because it's burned into half the internet. Watch him sleep with his high school ex or get out. What you don't know yet is how Lauren turned that ultimatum into the most satisfying, perfectly legal destruction I've ever witnessed. We're talking financial ruin, public humiliation, family turning their backs on Ryan, the ex running back to Austin with her tail between her legs, all while Lauren came out richer, happier, and currently dating a man who treats her like the queen she is. By the end of this video, your jaw is going to be on the floor, and you're going to be texting your group chat, "She's a damn legend." If you love watching entitled men learn the hard way that Texas women don't play, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this revenge payoff is the best one you'll see all year. Trust me. To everyone on the outside, Lauren and Ryan Harper were that couple. 32 and 34, married 8 years, living in a 5-bedroom stucco mansion in University Park, Dallas, the one with the double-heighted foyer and the kitchen island bigger than most apartments. No kids yet, but they were waiting for the right time, which in Texas usually means they were trying and just not posting the negative tests. Friday nights, you'd find them at Perry Steakhouse, Ryan in a crisp button-down, arm around Lauren like he still couldn't believe she was his. Sundays, they sat front row center at Highland Park United Methodist Church, holding hands during prayer, posting the cute little blessed captions with the heart eyes emoji. Their Christmas card last year, matching red plaid pajamas in front of a 12-foot tree, Ryan kissing Lauren's cheek while she laughed. Over 200 likes in an hour. Comments like, "Goals, couple goals, never let him go, girl." Friends begged Lauren for her workout routine because she still looked 25. Begged Ryan for fantasy football advice because he always won the league. Their parents bragged about them at country club dinners. Ryan's mom literally told people, "That's my son and his perfect wife." Lauren's dad called Ryan the son I never had. Even the neighbors thought they had the marriage everyone wanted. Pool parties, tailgates, double dates. They were the couple you invited when you wanted the vibe to stay happy and drama-free. Nobody saw a single crack. Not one. And that's exactly why what happened next felt like the whole damn sky fell on Dallas. It started with a stupid Apple Watch notification. Ryan was in the shower after the gym, watch buzzing on the nightstand like it always did. Lauren, 32, just wanted to silence it before it woke the dog. The preview popped up. "Can't wait for tonight, heart." Sarah, with the little red heart. Not Sarah from accounting, not Sarah cousin, just Sarah Hart. Lauren's stomach did that elevator drop thing. Ryan had exactly one Sarah in his life. Sarah Whitaker, 33 now. The high school ex who still looked like a Coachella poser. Long blonde hair, yoga-toned everything, currently teaching hot yoga in Austin. The girl he swore he hadn't spoken to since senior year. Lauren tapped the watch. The thread opened like a horror movie. 3 months of messages. "Miss your hands on me. Same hotel as last time? Tell her you're at Top Golf with the guys again, LOL." Every Thursday for months, Ryan had been driving 200 miles south, claiming work drinks in Fort Worth, then sliding into the same Marriott off I-35 while Lauren cooked dinner alone. There were photos. Sarah in Ryan's TCU hoodie that Lauren bought him, Ryan shirtless in a hotel mirror with the caption, "Wish my wife looked like this." Lauren read it once, twice, then felt the room tilt. She scrolled up until she hit the very first message that restarted it all. Sarah sliding into his DMs on Instagram last Christmas with, "Saw your holiday pics, still as hot as 2008. That was the moment Lauren's perfect little world cracked wide open. And what she did with that crack? She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She screenshotted every single text, every photo, every heart emoji, and started planning. Because Texas women don't just get mad, we get even. Lauren didn't stop at the watch. She went full detective. Quiet, calculated, scary smart. First, she found the second phone hidden in Ryan's truck console, tucked inside a fake radar detector box. Burner iPhone, different Apple ID, password Sarah 2008, like the arrogance was a personality trait. 14 months of call logs, every Thursday and some Tuesdays. Hundreds of photos of Sarah sprawled across hotel beds, Ryan's wedding ring glinting on the nightstand like a sick trophy. Venmo payments labeled lunch with client that were actually $400 cash drops to Sarah so she could get her nails done before Dallas. But the voice memos, those were the knife twist. Ryan, drunk and cocky after a work trip, recording himself for Sarah. Lauren's too comfortable. Big house, my money, all her friends are my friends. She'll cry, she'll threaten divorce, but she'll never leave. Where's she gonna go? She hasn't worked in 6 years. I basically own her. Then Sarah's laugh in the background, high and cruel. Keep her around for the taxes, babe. Another memo 2 months later. Told her I'm going to Topgolf again tonight. She literally packed me a protein shake. God, women are so stupid when they're in love. Lauren sat in the dark garage, headphones in, listening to her husband of 8 years laugh about how trapped she was. She didn't scream. She didn't throw the phone. She just hit record on her own phone, saved everything to 3 separate cloud drives, and emailed copies to herself at a brand new Gmail, and then put everything back exactly how she found it. 14 months of betrayal, documented like a damn FBI file. And Ryan had no idea the woman he called stupid was about to bury him with every single piece of it. Friday night, Ryan came home early, no suit jacket, sleeves rolled up like he was about to fix something that wasn't broken yet. He poured 2 glasses of the good Cabernet, handed Lauren one and said, "We need to talk." Lauren's heart was already racing. She'd known this was coming for days. Ryan sat across from her at the kitchen island and spoke like he was negotiating a fantasy football trade. "I've been thinking about us," he started, "about what I really want. And Sarah's moving in next week, just 7 days, to see if the spark is still there from high school. I'm not asking permission, Lauren. I'm telling you how it's going to be." He leaned forward, elbows on the marble, and laid out the 2 choices like they were takeout options. Option 1, you stay here, you watch whatever happens, you sleep in the guest room, and when the week's over, we decide what's next. Option 2, you pack a bag tonight, you leave, and you never come back to this house or this life. He actually smiled, like he was being generous. "I know it's a lot, babe, but I'm tired of pretending. Sarah makes me feel alive again. And honestly, I think you'll pick staying. You always do what's easiest." Lauren felt the room shrink. 8 years of "I love you," the wedding vows in front of 400 people, the house they picked out together, and he was reducing it to a 7-day live-in audition with his ex. Sarah was already packing, he said, already had a moving company booked for Monday. He even slid a printed itinerary across the counter. Sarah's arrival time, the restaurants they'd hit, the spare key she'd use. He ended with the line that still echoes in Lauren's nightmares. "So what's it gonna be, babe? You gonna watch and learn how a real woman keeps a man happy? Or are you walking away from everything we built?" He took a sip of wine, waiting for tears, for begging, for the broken wife he was so sure he'd created. What he got instead was the coldest smile he'd ever seen on her face. Lauren looked Ryan dead in the eyes and said, "Fine, I'll stay. I want to see what I've been missing." He grinned like he'd just won the lottery, kissed her on the forehead, and texted Sarah the green light before Lauren even set her wine glass down. That night, she ordered 8 4K hidden cameras off Amazon Prime Now, battery-powered, motion-activated, audio crystal clear. She hid them in smoke detectors, behind books on the shelf, inside fake plants, even one inside the teddy bear on the guest room dresser. Every single room except the master bathroom. She whilst her phone on airplane mode and set it to record 24/7 in the background, cloud uploads every hour to a folder labeled Taxes 2024, so he'd never look. Monday morning, Sarah rolled up in her white Jeep, Louis Vuitton duffel in hand, smirking like she already won. Ryan greeted her on the front porch with the longest kiss Lauren had ever seen, then turned to Lauren and said, "Babe, take Sarah's bag to the guest room, yeah?" Lauren smiled and said, "Of course, honey," and carried the bag upstairs while the hallway camera caught Sarah whispering, "She's actually doing it. Pathetic." For 9 straight days, Lauren played the perfect broken wife. She cooked them breakfast, steak and eggs for Ryan, avocado toast for Sarah. She poured their coffee, folded Sarah's yoga leggings, even ran to Target when Sarah forgot tampons. Every night, she slept in the guest room while they laughed loud enough for the whole block to hear. She smiled through every insult Sarah threw, like, "You're sweeter than I expected. Ryan says you stopped trying years ago. No wonder he came running back to me." Every second was recorded. Ryan bragging on the living room couch about how he trained Lauren to obey. Sarah mocking Lauren's stretch marks while Ryan laughed and agreed. Them counting the money in their joint savings account on speakerphone, with Ryan saying, "Once she's gone, half of this is yours, babe." The sex was loud, constant, and filmed from 3 angles. Lauren sat downstairs pretending to watch Real Housewives while her phone auto-uploaded every moan, every slap, every "tell me I'm better than her." By day 9, she had over 180 hours of footage, time-stamped, geotagged, impossible to deny. She had Ryan on camera saying he'd fight any prenup, that Lauren signed everything over years ago, that she'd be homeless without him. She had Sarah admitting she was only here for the lifestyle. And on that 9th night, while they slept tangled up in what used to be Lauren's marital bed, she quietly moved every important document into a safe her daddy bought her years ago, transferred the emergency cash Ryan never knew existed, and emailed the entire evidence folder to the meanest divorce attorney in Dallas with the subject line, "See you Monday morning." She never cried once. Not until the cameras were off and she was in her car driving to her best friend's house at 3 a.m. Then she cried, but they were the kind of tears that come right before a woman becomes unstoppable. Ryan genuinely believed he held every card. All the money sat in joint accounts he controlled. Lauren hadn't worked outside the home since 2018. The cars were in his name, the house titled to both with his income listed as 100%. He'd already bragged to his parents that Lauren wouldn't survive a week without me, and his mom was ready to call her dramatic the second she tried to leave. Sarah, meanwhile, was posting on her close friend's story like she'd won the husband lottery. Mirror selfies in Lauren's walk-in closet wearing Lauren's clothes, captions like "new house vibes" and "someone's upgrading, Jinju." She even filmed herself throwing Lauren's wedding dress into a donation pile while Ryan laughed in the background saying she won't need that anymore. They spent the week planning how they'd force Lauren out with nothing, how Ryan would claim she abandoned the marriage, and how Sarah would slide right into the country club membership and the Lake Travis boat slip. Ryan told his best friend on a recorded phone call, "By the time she hires a lawyer, I'll have drained the accounts and put everything in my company name. She's done." They were so busy celebrating their perfect little takeover, they never noticed the red blinking lights in the smoke detectors or the fact that Lauren's sweet smile never once reached her eyes. They thought they were burying her. Turns out she was the one holding the shovel. Most women think joint account means you split everything 50-50. In Texas, it doesn't. Lauren walked into the office of Amanda Reyes, the viral divorce attorney with 2 million TikTok followers, and handed over 180 hours of footage. Amanda took one look and said, "I'll do this pro bono because when I post this, every cheating husband in America is going to lose sleep." Texas is a community property state with a nuclear option most wives never learn. Adultery plus documented cruelty equals 100% fault divorce, plus reimbursement claims for every dollar Ryan wasted on Sarah. Hotels, gifts, the second phone bill, all of it came back as owed to Lauren with interest. Amanda filed emergency motions before Ryan even woke up hungover. Accounts frozen, house padlocked by court order, and Sarah served eviction papers at 9 a.m. while still in Lauren's silk robe. Then came the TikTok. Lauren posted the first 30-second clip from the hidden cameras. Ryan's voice clear. "She'll never leave. I own her." 42 million views in 48 hours. The internet crowned her the Queen of Texas. Brands slid into her DMs, and Ryan's employer fired him the same day the video hit For You pages nationwide. In 2025, this still matters because thousands of women are screenshotting Texas Family Code Section 6.003 right now and realizing they don't have to walk away with nothing. One hidden camera, one smart lawyer, one viral moment, and the game changes forever. 1 year later, Lauren Harper lives in a brand new Highland Park build, paid in cash from the settlement, dating a guy who opens doors and deletes dating apps just because she smiled at him. She's got 6-figure brand deals, a verified blue check, and women tagging her daily with, "Because of you, I left." Ryan, a studio apartment off Mockingbird, jobless after the company restructured the second his name trended, blocked by every mutual friend, eating ramen while Sarah ghosted him the day the money ran out. Lauren's last text to him still floats around the internet. "You gave me 2 choices. I picked the third one nobody saw coming." Ladies, never underestimate a woman who's done asking nicely. If you're here for more stories of wives who stop crying and start winning, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Because trust me, the next revenge is even